Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Redskins going up against the Browns.
The forecast calling for more of the same of what we're seeing right now. A steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. It's Bradley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 5.
Let's go! 38! Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Fields. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now let's go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard. Back 99, 50. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And an alley to run. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First carry now. This is Johnson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Jennings. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department, as this remains a 6-3 score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now a big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 72 yards. They'll look to throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think. Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. First down carry here for Johnson. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now a handoff looking right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And remember, he put one on the ground last week. So the rookie now back-to-back weeks with a fumble loss. And zero excuses, but altogether not surprising. Rookie running backs have to adjust to the speed of the NFL. And it's not just in their running. It's the speed of defenders getting to them, how hard and aggressive they are in tackling, them breaking at the football. So many things they didn't deal with in college, and that's one of the big adjustments that they have to make. Again, not a surprise, but he's... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 25 yards, and the Browns add on to their lead. Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield. And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right? Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad position.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
On first down, they go option to the right. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw here. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now it's Jennings. Room here to run. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Jennings. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And now a first down following that long gain. Defense showing blitz. This is Jennings. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bradley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Oh, what a move. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second down following the run. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. We've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Second and just 1.
Let's go.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ohio, here we go.
Johnson on the counter. Good move by Duke.
Wrap up.
Still moving. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Ohio. Let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
Some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They're going to look to throw to the right side and complete to Njoku. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Leopard! Detroit now! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Here we go now!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he'll bang that one through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
there will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
Looking to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They run again with Jennings. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out now come the Redskins. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. Gone. Watch it now. There we go. Green.
Steps away to his left. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
Johnson running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Come
handoff as they run the counter play. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. The swing pass caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. They're going for it with the option right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Reed with it over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback. You were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard, right near the 27. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. He'll drop to throw, and that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Cleveland, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.